Hello everybody and welcome back to Batman Arkham Origins. So, I'm just gonna get this out of the way right now while this is playing. This video is cut purely to be the most efficiently cut thing possible. It's not cut to look pretty, it's not edited to look good, it's just cut to get it around 30 minutes. Because if it went a little bit long, if it went into the 40-45 minute range, I would have figured something else out. But as you're going to see, whenever it cuts, it's going to cut and then jump to something else. It's not going to be a smooth transition.
Should have thought of that before you signed up to work for Enigma. Where's the blackmail information you collected for him?
Okay. The first video actually had probably about 30 minutes in it. The other video had probably about the same, if not a little bit less, and the last one was about an hour. So, I had to cut roughly 2 hours down to 30 minutes. So, if it looks a little choppy and not very good, I'm sorry. I wish I could make it look a little bit better. Anyway, what I'm showing off, and if you couldn't tell, this is I'm talking after I recorded the video and after I cut it all. Ooh, it took me about 30 hours, it feels like. No, it took me probably a good 3 hours. Anyway, what I'm showing off here is going after the rest of the data informants. Granted, I could probably fast forward a lot of this stuff, now that I think about it, but I don't know.
The blackmail data you collected for Enigma,
where
is it?
Okay. Just don't hurt me.
What sucks is I'm gonna have another video after this. Yeah, see, it's not a clean cut thing, but again, if I could have made it any prettier, I would have. But whenever you're trying to cut 2 hours down to 30 minutes, it's kind of hard to make it clean. Anyway. Okay, so now just going around getting all the data informants here, and that shouldn't be too much of the video. It's probably only about a third of it.
There are others? I thought...
Shut up! Just tell me where you hid the extortion data.
Okay, you win. I'll tell you where it is.
Yeah, again, since I'm going to basically be trying to figure out stuff to talk about, let's just talk about how this is set up, and it ticks me off. So, like I said in Arkham City, Enigma, or the Riddler in that game, because he's finally gone to his villain persona, I guess. But in Arkham City, it was something that you had to go to, something that was kind of important because he was holding hostages.
Enigma hired you to collect information.
So,
where it is?
What? I don't know what you're...
The extortion data. Where is it?
Oh, that extortion data! I gotta find a new line of work.
Yes, you do. But, like I was saying, in the other game, he was holding hostages, so it was kind of forced upon you to go and see Enigma or Riddler in that case, as early as possible. This one was kind of a, hey, here's his base, you can kind of go whenever you want, so I didn't think of going there right away.
Nice outfit.
They should have made it a bigger deal, like after, the first tower or something, you almost need to go there. Not oh, you can go there, but you need to go there to start this. So you know that there are all these Riddler guys that know where the data is hidden right away, so you can be doing it along the way of the story.
I know you won't kill me.
That's
kind
of what happened in Arkham City.
So where is the extortion data?
All right. Damn.
Something happened. You needed to go check on the Riddler right away. You checked on it. You learned that he's hidden a lot of crap everywhere, so... Oh, time to find it. This will be the first extortion data in this video, because it's literally right there. I thought it would be pointless to not grab it since it's literally within 5 seconds after I'm done fighting these guys. But, so, in Arkham City, you can just go around and as you're doing everything, oh look, there's a guy highlighted in green. The one good thing about this game, though, instead of Arkham City, is you can knock the guy down to where he won't get back up. Where in Arkham City, if you knocked him out, he's knocked out, and you have to let him respawn.
I can't. You...
No!
I picked him up this afternoon from the courier and hit him around the neighborhood just like the boss asked. I was just following orders.
So for me, it always feels like it's like, oh, I'm finally done. Oh, no, there's something else to do. Oh, I'm finally done. Oh, no, there's something else to do. That's kind of what happened here twice. Because I didn't go around and do all the investigating why all these people are dead things. I could have done that more often throughout the story. But, so, yeah, if I do all that, maybe it works out to where by the time I'm done with the story, the Arkham inmates, or not the Arkham inmates, the Blackgate inmates are out. The problem was, didn't know that prior. I wasn't gonna go out of my way when, oh, look, there's a guy with the bombs. Or there are guys trying to kill
Don't hurt
me.
Like you did them other guys. I ain't like them.
Tell me where you've hidden the information you've gathered for Enigma, and I'll think about it.
Anything, please.
So, it ended up happening for me that I did all the investigation stuff, did all the investigating the murders, then, Blackgate inmates, got rid of them, got rid of all the relay points. It tells me to go to Enigma's hideout. I go to Enigma's hideout, and then it tells me, oh, you need all the extortion data. Oh, screw you. And I'm not gonna get everything unless I find it. These guys go flying. I forgot about that.
I know Enigma hired you to collect information. Where have you hidden it?
Let me guess. If I talk, I get to keep my throat.
Smart choice.
Smart choice here.
Same old.
Anyway. So, it just annoys me that about that. Then I realized something. There's easily over 200 extortion data packages. Easily. That's not even trying to count, because, okay, if you go into the major areas, each portion, there's 6 there, 6 there, the bridge. I don't know if the bridge actually has 10. It might, including the interior part.
You have information you've collected for Enigma. Where is it?
It's close.
There's roughly, what, 70 there? Then, you have 70 there, then, and a lot of the places, a lot of the bigger places, like, we'll eventually get to, Penguin's Boat. Penguin's Boat has 12, from what I remember. Penguin's Boat has 12 extortion data packages. Sionis's Mill has 11. So there's 2 major areas that had 2 big plot important areas that had roughly 20.
Enigma ain't paid me yet. I'll show you.
Smart move.
And then there's some even in the smaller areas, like the church, there was one. I haven't even gotten everywhere. So there, in the smaller areas, Mad Hatter shop there was one. In the church there was one. There's another couple places where there are 2 or 3. So there has to end up being close to 200 extortion data, if not roughly 150, plus the 200, plus the 70, no, the 60 relay points.
I know Enigma
So,
hired you to collect dirt on
you
your
ended up
gang,
having,
so where is it?
what, 200?
I walk, right?
Talk, or you won't be walking anywhere, ever.
Okay, tough
Yeah,
guy.
this is
You
all,
win.
like, estimation,
I'll tell you
because
what
I
you
haven't
wanna
sat
know.
down and looked at everything. But there has to be close to 150 data packages. So 150 plus 70. That's 220? I think that's correct. I'm not gonna try to sit down and do it on my head real quick, but yeah, 5, 6, yeah, 220. That's less. That's a less amount of items that you actually had to get for
I ain't talking. I suggest
Arkham City.
You reconsider. Not worth it, man. Not worth it. Fine. You win. I'll show you where I stashed it.
But the difference there is, in Arkham City, you can stumble upon almost 100 Riddler trophies. You could stumble upon a decent amount of Riddler trophies and not have to really do much for them. This game, there were 400 plus Riddler things in Arkham City in a smaller area. You didn't have to get all of them either. You just had to get enough to get to the Riddler. In this game, there's 220 roughly. I'm not going in and I could search it up right now, but so there's 220 in an area that is much larger, so they feel more spread out.
Where is it? Don't. I'll talk.
They feel more spread out and much bigger pain.
I got multiple calls available. Sending them out in priority order.
Even though there were a huge amount of items you needed to get in Arkham City, because they were so close, you would grab one and then turn around and there'd be another one within 5 feet. And then you'd find a riddle here and there real quick, and ta-da, you've gotten 10 within 5 minutes. That might be a little bit of an over-exaggeration, but that's still true. And because they had the, oh, you only need roughly this amount out of the maximum to get to the Riddler, you never had to get all of them, which meant that you could cut out certain ones that you didn't know how to get, or you could basically cut out whole areas to go back to. That's the problem with Asylum, Origins, and Night. You had to get every single solitary thing before you could do anything. Night is a whole big different thing. I can kind of understand a Night, and in Arkham Asylum there's only, I think, 100 overall. 200. I don't think there's 200, but there's not that many, and it's a more confined area.
Tell me where to find the black
so
you collected for Enigma.
It's quicker.
I'll tell you. Hell, I'll even show you.
With it being that much... Oh, and here's a little bit of a screw-up. Right there, I had to do something. I don't think I had to do something, but I did something, and I stopped the recording during that pause. It's not that big of a deal. I showed beating him up. Oh, I think this is the one. I think... No, it's not. There's another one. I cut that out. Never mind. There's one of these times, and I really wish I remembered it, that I beat the guys up here because I needed to get into the building right behind me because there's a data package in there. I wish I knew that while I was standing here. But I beat them all up. I had them on the ground, and I used the multi-takedown, the multi-battering takedown like this, and one hits one of the guys, bounces up, and he bounces over the wall onto the frozen river. And I was like,
okay, you win.
He's like 5 feet from killing somebody there, Batman. Be a little bit more cautious. Oh, I can't blame you because, you know, these guys ragdoll. The ragdoll physics of these guys are unrealistic. I mean, I know it's a video game, but seriously, do you think a Batarang's gonna send somebody flying 50 feet? I don't think so. But apparently, in this game, a Batarang can send somebody 50 feet. Anyway. Yeah, so, in Arkham Asylum...
You for real?
The Riddler stuff...
Let me go. I'll tell you whatever you want to know, please.
You've hidden extortion data for Enigma. Tell me where it is.
It wasn't as many, and it wasn't as big, so it didn't feel as bad.
I'll take you to it myself if you want.
The problem with that one was getting from point A to point B. Oh, here's another one that I get because it's literally right there. But And I think it's... No, I don't think it's in the area that sucks to get to. But, like I was saying.
All units, if you are 1010, please report in for potential assignment.
Arkham Asylum's problem was, it wasn't one big map, so it was... Oh, yeah, there's those guys over there. That's what the shooting's coming from. But... Because it wasn't one... Well, it was one big map, but you had a lot of small corridors to get to the next area, and then you had a lot of buildings to go into. So it ended up being a lot longer overall. Where Arkham City, you didn't have to collect all of them. You still had to collect about 300 of them or some crazy number. I can't remember. But you had this huge fluid map to where you could, oh, I need to go here, let's fly there real quick. You didn't have to go down, open a door, walk through a small corridor, open another door, and then you're there. No, you can just fly to where you needed to go.
You hid for him. It's right over there, you son of a...
And yeah, I guess you do have the quick travel in this, but it doesn't help for this situation. Oh, and here we are, back in the... Okay, one thing is, why is she still here? I mean, we saved her about 15 parts ago, if not more, probably closer to freaking 30 at this rate. Probably about 25 parts ago we saved her, and now she's still here. But the police couldn't come and save her? Anyway. You'll notice that. Also, there's this issue that I, for some reason, feel... I don't know, it doesn't feel like this happened in Arkham City. It felt like if there was a place that you could grapple to, if you could see, you could grapple to it, mostly. Even if you weren't going to stand on it, you could grapple to it. In this game, it feels like there's a lot of times when I can see a place, but I can't grapple to it. Here's me being a little... Of course Batman's not fast enough, but at least I saw that. Yeah, you can't really see that button from here. So... And I'm not going to talk about how Arkham Knight's Riddler stuff goes. It's the same as Arkham City, basically, only there's a lot less. Actually. But you have to collect them all again. So, I won't talk about that until I get to Arkham Knight, which, at this rate, is going to be another year, because I've tried to separate them out. But, I've tried to separate each game out about a year apart. Because you never know, there might be a new Batman Arkham game announced. Because even though they've kind of made it feel like Arkham Knight's going to be the last one, you never know. It's too successful of a series to stop it now. I mean, you don't need to even continue the story with Batman, because if you've played Batman Arkham Knight, you know the ending of it. You don't even have to have it be a Batman game. I mean, all the previous Robins go off and do their own thing. You can make it a Arkham game, an Arkham style game, without being Batman. Like, Nightwing is a very popular character. You can make it a Nightwing and Bloodhaven game. You can set it whenever you want in that case, too. Because Nightwing is only actually in Arkham Knight. Well, you can play as him in the challenge modes, of course, in Arkham City. And I don't even know if he's referenced in Arkham City, but you can play as him in Arkham Knight. In the story mode, in different missions. And that one was a quick cut. Wow. Anyway, wow, it's almost... Well, we're not almost done with the video. We're about, well, a little over halfway. But like I was saying, so you can make it this style of game, only use Nightwing as the base instead of Batman, of course. Then Tim Drake is the Robin throughout all this. Through Arkham... I don't know if he's actually the Robin in Arkham Asylum? I'm assumed so because it's only a year since Arkham City is only a year after Arkham Asylum, so there wouldn't be a turnover that quickly. I figured Tim Drake's been the Robin for a while because he's probably to the point where he should be Red Robin, really. Age-wise and everything, he should already be Red Robin, and they should have... I don't think Desmond was... Or Damien. Desmond is a different character. I don't think Damien was created until after Arkham Asylum was created, I think. I don't follow the comics nearly as much as I could, but I don't really well, I don't want to spend the money on comic books to keep up with them, so that's the big issue. Anyway, but age-wise, like, Tim Drake should be Red Robin. And, yeah, Desmond, I was about to say it. Damien should be the Robin, age-wise. That's where it would all fit, but it doesn't seem like that. And it's not the case in this, but you can make a Red Robin storyline, continue Tim Drake's character, or even go a little darker and go Red Hood. I mean, you have 3 characters there that you can you already have a basis of how they fight, because they made all those different characters for Arkham Knight. They made all those different characters have their own different movesets. So you can take those bases and, of course, build upon them and create your own game with those 3. Heck, you can make one whole game with those 3. Basically make it a Robin game, not just focusing on one individual. And you know how comics work. And again, I know it's not that old of a game, and some people might have, even though we're in the age where you can literally look up anything, like even just the day of release, you can almost find people beating games. It's ridiculous. That's why I don't fall into that stuff. It's like, game gets released, there's 15,000 people already on top of it. I mean, people need to learn to be slightly unique with their timing a little bit. It's like, seriously, game released. Oh, we gotta play it. Might not like it, but gotta play it.
On their way.
And he's still here. I don't know why. Police should already have been here. Again, we stopped him not that long ago, but several episodes ago. And I'm not even listening to it. I'm just trying to find the data package in here. But you could easily, back to what I was saying, you can easily continue. You don't even have to continue the story from Arkham Knight. Like I said, with Nightwing, you can make a story for him that's happening during, like, the Arkham City time frame. Because he's not around. I don't think. He might have gotten referenced, like, he might have been helping out with what Tim was doing, what Tim Drake was doing. I mean, heck, if you really wanted to go even further into it, you could, theoretically, go do an even further prequel. The only reason I'm showing this off is because you need to beat them to get to the data package that's here. These guys are in my way, so, and they're bad shots, except for this guy because he's literally point blank. But I mean, like I was saying, you can even go even further into the prequel stuff and go into, like, Batgirl, because they did it in Arkham Knight. It's one of the DLCs. You play as Batgirl in there. I mean, you don't, again, you never have to do a full story with these people. But you can always continue the game style into another game. Because there's a lot of different, like, stories that you can take from the comics and tweak them in a certain way to make them more exciting for games. Because there's a lot of Batman stories that he's literally walking around just doing detective work all the time, which you do a decent amount more detective work in this game and Arkham Knight, but not many people would actually have too much fun with just a pure detective-based game. So you need to make it a little bit more exciting. You can add in some, like, more villains, but you can kind of base games off of already told stories in the comics. And there you go, you'd have basically a whole new game, or the story for a game. And that wouldn't be too hard, but yeah, I don't know what they're doing after Arkham Knight. I don't know if they're continuing the Asylum. They're not continuing the Asylum story, but I don't know if they're going to continue the Asylum playstyle, which would be stupid, like I've been saying. It's such a popular, like, all 4 of these games are really popular, and they're all really good. They do have a little bit of some flaws here and there, but all in all, they're really, really good, so it'd be stupid of them to stop this style of play. It'd just be, do they have a story that would fit? Oh, 10 more minutes. I can ramble, can't I? Anyway, I haven't even talked about what's going on here. Yeah, we're finally back at the boat. I didn't even go look where Penguin was because I didn't even think I didn't even care about getting in there. Also, yeah, it's probably a little bit later than I needed to bring this up. I did play and upload Cold Heart, the first part of Cold Heart, yesterday. So, technically I'm doing this slightly out of order, but in the playlist, this will be before Cold Heart, because I'll have all the DLC together and all of just Arkham Origins. It's the base game itself together. I'm not gonna have it set up to how I uploaded it, because you'd be jumping from Cold Heart straight into another part of Arkham Origins, and I don't know how many more parts, because I'm assuming and hoping only one more part, but I still have, after this video, I've cleared out, I want to say, the whole northern side. If a map is popped up ever, well, no, you've seen the map throughout the whole game if you've been watching the whole playthrough, because if you haven't, please, no, if you haven't watched the whole playthrough, you probably kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Just out of the loop, I guess is a good way to put it. But you don't know what's going on right now in everything, but
All units, if you are 1010, please report in for potential assignment.
Like, the map is cut off basically into islands. And I want to say I get everything in the top island in this game. I'm pretty sure, because I only think there's really 3 areas. One of the areas kind of counts towards one of the others, so I only think there's the 3 top areas, and I think I have all of them. So I still have the bridge and the whole bottom half to get to. So I'm betting there'll be another 2 hours of me sitting down and playing this again. But I will end up probably I'm probably gonna go back and forth with Cold Heart and this. Mainly because Cold Heart, I can record, I can do it, I can get it done quick, get about a 20-minute video done in 5 seconds, export out, upload, done. This took me 2-3 hours plus to edit. Again, about 2 hours of stuff here. And a lot of it's just me being stupid in this next couple areas. I think in not the next one, but one of the next few. It's the one after these two. I'll have this one, and then there's another one. I completely didn't know how to get to it. It just never dawned on me. I wasn't thinking the way they wanted me to. I was thinking, how do I get this stupid thing open? How do I get this gate open? And I eventually get to a point where I'm getting close enough and getting in the right spot where I can use the cryptographic sequencer and actually see here. I get into the right place. I was walking around for about 10-20 minutes just trying to get into the right place because I saw that I can actually get it, and there. I got it, and I opened it up and thinking, oh, if I get it, maybe it'll open up the gate also. Nope. It doesn't. And I feel stupid because this is what you were supposed to do. You're supposed to see this right above you and grapple up, walk through, fall down, cryptographic sequencer, grab the data package, and leave. Me, being stupid, didn't see that. And I mean, if you're not looking up, it's kind of impossible. And here's another one that I couldn't figure out until I realized, hey, there's no glass there. So you needed to come around and hit this button. For some reason, that one hit something in the invisible wall. Anyway, I'm getting pretty close to the end of the video. I could have probably cut some stuff here and there, cut it down a little bit more. But I felt like I got it under 40 minutes. I got it pretty close to 30, which is an achievement. Again, I want to say 3 hours, but it was 2 hours of just running around. Oh. Anyway, as my past self lingers on what to get because it doesn't really matter at this point, yeah, what's left of the video is me basically running out of the building. Anyway, I'm gonna say anyway about 5 times at this rate, aren't I? But I'm gonna have another one of these. That just sucks. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like, share, and think about subscribing, and I will see you guys next time.